Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Kagekaze, and this is Torchlight 2. We're continuing our series today with the third of the 4 character types, and I've decided to go with the Berserker. Alright, we'll go with that. Since we're using claw weapons, let's pay homage to the other claw user. Now what kind of pet should I use? Could make him the Beastmaster. There's no appearances for that ferret. What about this guy? No appearances there. 2 colors. A few different cat types. A few different panthers. What about the bulldog? Pitbull. Bulldog. Nope. Not that many there. He likes to scream and sniff a lot, doesn't he? Chuckawari. Good question. Go with him. And I'll stick with the default name of Vendi. Normal mode. Here we come. Alright, we're in game. Looks like we're a quick fighter here. Two one-handed weaponry. Berserk charge bar here. The Berserker gains charge by attacking enemies. Charge decays after a period of inactivity. Well, that's pretty standard for all the classes so far. Upon fully charging, the Berserker enters a frenzy state, dealing critical damage to primary targets and increasing critical hit chance on AoE targets. Frenzy lasts for about 5 plus 0 seconds after the first strike. So basically fill it up and I get about 5 seconds of frenzy where I'm doing critical damage to my primary and increased critical chance on any splash damage that I may have. Alright, so I've got Hunter, Tundra, and Shadow from the looks of it. Shadow is probably more of my bestial realm. Yep, Spectral Wolf. Alright, what's Tundra? Frost Breath, Stormclaw, Storm Hatchet. Alright, well, I start with Eviscerate. Tear into all enemies directly in front of you, leaving them bleeding. Eviscerate attacks gain half of the normal charge, so I still get charged, just not as much. 13 mana cost, 82% of weapon DPS, and it's an 18 damage over 6 seconds bleed. Alright, well, let's get to it.
I think this is as far as... You have a new quest.
So this class, as a Berserker, my role is pretty much a single target role here. With these claws, I'm only going to hit one thing at a time. I'm not going to hit... other weapons will do splash damage, but my claws will not. So I'm out here hitting one at a time. Of course, I could pick a different weapon type, but that really seems to be the big thing that the Berserker is meant for, is being able to put out a high amount of damage. There's my bleed and a cone in front of me. So what they've done is they've given me skills that'll allow me to cleave, even though my main attack, my claws, do not cleave normally, but I can still do it by using that. It's got a kind of a neat animation to it. Shows the bestial fury that they're going for. Alright, level 2. Let's go ahead and first get my rage up. I want to kind of see it in action. It's not quite full yet. There I am. Crit, crit, crit. Oh, I'm moving faster. Hello. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, nothing. Nothing to kill. Alright, anything that I can use just yet? Yeah, I'm going to stick to claws, I think. I kind of like the way they're fast attack speeds here, because if we look at this, there's 0.64 between attacks, whereas these are like 0.8. I mean, they're basically attack twice as fast as something like this one-handed axe does. So claws are very quick, very fast damage. And they build the charge bar up pretty good too. I'm kind of noticing that normal attacks tend to be the best way to fill up your charge bar. Special attacks will do it, but usually they're not as good at it. Nux, huh? 37. See, this is what I like about claws as well, is they may not splash, but they ignore 25% of all armor on an opponent. That is really nice. And I'm betting that's going to be really good against enemies with shields. Oh, you know, I mentioned at one point that there was no physical damage listed on these. It looks like I was wrong. I see the range now. There's physical damage 21, 9 to 22. I'm not sure how I could have sworn I looked for that last time. Well, it's not the first time I've made a mistake when playing a video, or when doing a video. I tend to try to read quickly and go through things quickly when I'm playing these, so if you'll forgive me for making that mistake. Of course, I'm sure by the time that video is up, plenty of people will have commented on it, and this will have come too late to say, oh, I'm sorry, I noticed it, but I noticed it late. Oh well. Such is the problem with creating videos on YouTube and releasing them slowly, because these are actually, I'm recording these all roughly at the same time. These have all been done in one day, really. But I have no idea how quickly I'm going to be able to actually get them online, because each one of them is going to take a while to actually upload to YouTube. And I'm not sure how fast I want to put them up, or if I'm going to stagger them, especially since as I'm uploading, I'm not going to really be able to play Diablo, because uploading will kill my latency, and it's going to make it very hard to actually play Diablo. So I'll probably queue a few up each night when I go to bed, so that way they're uploading while I sleep. Seems to be the best way to do it. So, but know this, that I know I make mistakes. I'm fully aware of them. And I try my best not to make them, but when I do, I fully acknowledge them. And I'm not afraid to make them, and I'm not afraid of getting the criticism for making them. There's another golden chest. So that's... Apparently you have to kill a specific monster in order to open these large golden chests. It's the second time I've run across that. It requires level 6, 11 dex, 11 vital. I'm going to hold off on putting stat points in right now. I did get a skill point. Let's check out some other skills, shall we? We've got Frost Breath, which channel the frigid north winds to unleash a blast of icy breath, which immobilizes enemies and makes them more susceptible to damage. So, inflicts 15% weapon damage, so it doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's a 20% chance to freeze, 80% chance to immobilize, and all damage taken is increased by 20% for 4 seconds. So that's something I want to kind of go in there, hit them with that, and then start hitting them with something else, because this skill by itself does not do a lot of damage. Upgrades to this skill are... doesn't look like it's really too much, honestly, and I'm noticing that for every class, that upgrading the skill is probably not the first thing you want to do. You probably want to go into other skills just to try them out, really. Because putting 1 point into a skill, the skill is still useful because it's based on your weapon damage. The next one is Shadow Burst. I transform into a spectral wolf and lunge through enemies, damaging them even as I heal my own body. Shadow Burst also immediately destroys the shield of any foe struck. That is nice. Anything that destroys a shield, I accept. I love that on my Engineer. I missed it on my Ember Mage. So Shadow Burst heals me 6% of my life if it strikes an enemy. So I have to hit something to get the life regen. Inflicts 40% weapon DPS, so it's not a great damaging ability. It's supplemental. So both of these are supplemental. Even this one is you kind of want to put that on a group of enemies to lacerate them and help them bleed while you still hit your primary target. So what I'm seeing here is, well, for one, I put the skill accidentally into Frost Breath when I didn't mean to. That was going to go into shadow. Alright, we'll give it a shot. There it is. So here you can hit him, and well, that killed him instantly. But that's basically what I'm going to want to do, is put that down.
State your business.
2 armor, 1 armor. Give that to my pet. So, goes over to my pet. I'm glad health potions drop with somewhat regularity here. Alright, let's go in.
I thank you for your warning.
Ooh,
but
2
it
different
has arrived
knuckles
too late.
and an axe.
This alchemist has already come and gone.
Plus 5
And it was all
physical,
I could
plus
do
6
to
physical,
prevent him
and
from entering
silence.
the enclave. As it was,
And a slot. See, I don't know why they do this. They give you these choices, but they're kind of the same. 22 to 52, 22 to 52, very fast, very fast. They're almost identical, but this one's got the obvious better chance.
Commander Vale believes that the alchemist...
You have received a quest.
Okay, so what I'm going to do here is take some of my stuff out of my shirt stash. First, let's do that. And let's go ahead and reset the skills since I messed that up by accident. Macerate, Tundra, Shadow. Now, I could have also gone into, say, Blood Hunger here. Whenever you land a critical strike with a melee weapon, you draw life essence from the carnage, healing your wounds, so every time you crit, you get healed. This works out pretty well with your charge bar mechanic, since once you get that full, you always crit. So that means when you're in your frenzy, you're going to be healing yourself over time. What other passes do you have? Ferocity in combat enables you to deal more damage when wielding 2 weapons at once, and occasionally strike with both simultaneously, to deadly effect. When you successfully execute an enemy, you gain charge more quickly for a short time. That's pretty nice. So that encourages you to use claws. So it looks like the hunter skill tree is going to be for claw users and dual wielders. And so you get more charge when you successfully execute, which if you remember, if I looked over here into Dex, is it not Dex? Oh, it's Focus. So that would kind of be a focus-based build, you would think, because that's where you want to build that up, and that gives you an execute chance. Right now I only have a 1% chance to execute. Other than that, well, what's beautiful is you really don't have to go into focus too much, because this will automatically give you another 2% chance. So you could go a little bit into focus while still going to executioner and getting your chance up. Rampage, each enemy you kill with a melee weapon has a chance of spurring you into an adrenaline-fueled rampage. 25% attack speed, 25 cast speed, 25% movement speed increases. So that's pretty nice. That's like getting mini rages here. What does Tundra give? Cold Steel Mastery. The only thing harder than steel is Cold Steel. Only affects melee attacks. Always enabled. Gives you plus 2% to physical damage, 6% to ice damage. So it basically turns your attack into frozen attacks. And it's basically a passive damage increase, which isn't bad on the Tundra side, which appears to be what this side's all about, is increasing your damage, according to like Frost Breath. And some of these others, let me see. Northern Lightning Arcs to nearby targets when you strike your foe. Storm Hatchet inflicts 85%, slower movement speed. What do we have here? Shatterstorm. When you kill frozen enemies, you blast nearby foes in a 4-meter ring of frost. 100% chance to immobilize, 5% chance to freeze, and minus 5% to ice armor. Rage Retaliation. Your inner rage physically manifests every few seconds and lashes out at nearby foes. Damage is 120% of current weapon's DPS. Minimum time between attacks is 2 seconds. So roughly every 2 seconds you will do another shot, apparently. So I'm guessing this means that every time I attack, I have a chance of doing another attack. Something like that. That's kind of neat. Frenzy Mastery. Your feral nature grows more powerful and harder to suppress, increasing the duration of your frenzy status, acquired from filling the charge bar. Frenzy duration increased to 6 seconds. So it's 1 additional second, but that's not bad considering that it's an additional second of critting. You also move faster, apparently, when you're doing this. I don't think I said that. Upon completing it, Yeah, it doesn't say here that you move faster, but I noticed that I felt like I was moving a bit faster. Alright, Red Wolf. Whenever you inflict a critical hit, up to 2 neighboring enemies may be savaged by a manifestation of your bloodlust. So they're really doing this manifestation thing with this class. Additional damage. So again, that's this one's based on crits though, while this one seems to be just regular damage. Shred armor. Inner savagery rips into your enemy's armor, leaving them more vulnerable with each hit, while at the same time stealing some of their armor for yourself. So you take 1 of their armor per hit, and you gain +2 to your physical. Not bad. Alright, so what I want to do is see what I need for these things. I got my shared stash here. Oddly enough, I can't seem to shift-click to transfer like it says I can. That is weird. See, I can shift-click these, and then shift-click them back, but I can't shift-click the stuff that this character didn't put in. That could be a bug. Please again keep in mind that this is only beta content, and some of these issues may be fixed at the release. Bingo, bango, bongo. Alright, so what do I need to wear these? I've got this, which needs 23 strength and 23 dex. So strength and dex, you can automatically see, are my primary stats for this class. So I'll be looking to do more weapon damage, more critical damage, and more crit chance. So I pretty much have to go all in to those, or hit level 14. For this, I need vital of 11. And so that's my boots. What do I have here? This requires dex 30. So yes, almost everything I have is going to require a decent amount of everything. Alright, well, let's see what I've got here. I've got some interesting items. I got a Saurian Skull, which gives attack speed and physical armor. That's my 99 DPS. That's a 70. I'm going to put that on this. There we go. Booyah. I've got One-Eyed Willie's other eye and the Eye of Grell, the boss of the shrine there. What do these give? Physical armor and 75 over 5. All damage taken is reduced and plus 3% crit chance. Oh, what the heck. I'll use the eye. Alright, unfortunately can't use any of these right now. So we're just going to go all in.
Glad you made it.
You have received a quest.
Alright, let's try out some of my skills. So I didn't even hit him with that. Oh, that was pretty cool. And that destroys shields, which is even better. Oh god, with my little hoodie. Oh, it did it again. It put rocks right in my path. Only this time it's... You notice this, it's far enough away that it's actually not blocking my path this time. Just right through them. So, it looks like I got the same type of map as the last time I played, which is kind of disappointing. I was kind of hoping to see maybe another type of random map. So what did I get skill in? What do I want? Frenzy Mastery to give me more for Frenzy Duration. Additional damage. Each critical strike heals for 5% of health. See, I don't crit a lot right now. 3%, so I'm really not worried about that. Maybe I'll increase my Frenzy. Well, I say I don't crit a lot, and then there I go crit a couple times in a row. frozen, so you'll take more damage. Break the shield. Make him take more damage. Not bad. I got an ice ring, which apparently got automatically equipped. Let's start cleaving and charging through occasionally, because that'll give me more health. Even if I only hit one enemy, that's all I need. That'll give me health. Oh, that wasn't a gold chest this time, it was just a regular. So I have a reason, a very good reason to be using my Shadow Burst a lot. One is to break shields, obviously. Two is I'm getting that health back every time I hit with it. And it's not bad. It's only 10 mana. This is 14. What's this? 13. You see there, it doesn't take a lot of mana to do it, and my character class really relies on a lot of my regular attacks. I gain more charge through regular attacks. I do more damage through regular attacks. My special moves really don't hit very hard right now, and that's perfectly fine. Oh, we've got a ghostly chest here, which means these ghosts are going to start protecting it. Okay, charge through a couple times, get a bit more health.
You have gained in experience.
Da 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 da. Alright, well the dungeon, that just shows that the dungeon is random because it's not here anymore. Well, so let's see what else is here. Do I actually get anything on this map? Because I think that's the end of this map. So that dungeon that I've ran across, that I've been getting 100% of the time in the last two playthroughs, is not here in the third, so that's kind of cool. Okay, ghastly armor, 5% chance to freeze. Okay, go ahead and put that on. Right, I've got 25-25. I can now wear this vampiric punch blade. 99 DPS, 0.4, 28 to 66 damage, and it's got 4% attack speed. And 4 health, stolen on hit, and a 5% chance to execute. That is nice. Additional 5% compared to, what do I have now? 1%. So 6% chance to execute. Very good. Let's go ahead and wear that. Alright, now this is a 37. I have a 25 in the other hand, so let's just do that right now. That's trash. Let's just move everything up a little bit. Now this is the other knuckle I had. That's going to require 30 dex. So next level I'm going to put everything in the dex. Or actually I won't even have to. Next level I can wear it. I got to wear it. This is a level 14 item, and as you can see, I'm wearing it here at level 5, just because I met the strength and dex requirements. This, if I would have pumped everything in the dex, I could have worn it sooner, but I really didn't care. So I'm going to just go ahead and get it next level, and I will probably continue to pump strength and dex for now. Not exactly sure what I'm going to go into next, because focus and vital are both equally low. Vital gives me more health, which is really always nice to have, especially since this is a percentage of my health. That's really hard for me to really say, just because I really like that execute chance and kind of want to buff it, but... Alright. What else do I need, though? I need dex and focus, dex and vital. I don't quite have the dex there, but I could use more vital. Okay, I'll probably pump vital next go. Anything else that I can use? Let's do it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's kind of cool looking. Look at that. Nice. Let's do it. Hi, Lich. That's right. Take extra damage and then promptly die. That was hot. Really. That was cool. Oh, hot and cool. Yeah, pick one, I guess. Hi there. Just gonna kind of float there, I guess? There we go. Minor bugs. I'm shattering shields so quickly right now that I hardly even really need my skill that does it for me. Because I got a decent amount of damage on that primary weapon, since it's pretty much ahead of my level. I am quickly tearing through things. Oh, here we go. Hasty hand scythe. Don't have the strength for it yet.
You have received a quest.
Well, so apparently this time the dungeon is moved further on, because there's the next zone over here, and this is the dungeon that I'm used to getting right here. So, alright. Alright, what I'll do then is I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, and we'll do this dungeon for the next go-around. So far the Berserker is looking really good. I am kind of, using items of better level, but it's actually helping to move things along, which I can't complain with too much. I think I still am doing there you go. See the execute where he hits with both weapons? There you go. That's pretty cool. He's got a nifty Berserker charge set up there, but I think I like the other ones a little more. They were a little more kind of inventive, combo points for one, and then the other is basically gives you that charge of infinite mana for a time. Although, you compare the charge of infinite mana, this is actually kind of par for the course then, because then you're getting insta-crits. Since you don't really use mana a lot, I can't really see what else they would really do. So that's not too bad. I think the most creative one so far was the Engineer, though. And I like the way some of his abilities synergized with it, because you pretty much use the bar for some of your skills. Alright, that skeleton is moving in his cage. It's disturbing. Alright, this is Kakekaze playing the Berserker Part 1 for Torchlight 2 in the beta weekend. I'll see you guys in the next segment.